Hello everyone, my name is Jeff Rojas and I'm a commercial photographer based in New York City. If you look really closely at some of my images, you'll find me alongside some really talented folks behind some truly amazing brands. I work with product managers, marketing directors, digital technicians, models, makeup artists, you name it. And truth be told, being a commercial photographer isn't easy, and distinguishing yourself as a professional among the masses of enthusiasts can feel extremely intimidating. Today I'm going to share 3 portfolio building tips for standing apart from the crowd, even in today's market. The first is don't just focus on the model. Remember that as a commercial photographer, you're selling a product or service. The model is second to that product or service that you're trying to sell. So let's use this image as an example. What am I trying to sell with this photograph? Is it the jacket? Is it the jeans? Is it medical equipment? What's going on here? Well, without context, it's extremely difficult to pinpoint what I'm trying to sell. Let's use that same image and just simply crop in. Now, what are we focused on? By eliminating the prop in the background, we're now focusing on the jacket and attire. Let's crop again. Cropping further into the image, we start to focus more so on the small details in the image. We start to notice key areas like the logo on his beanie and lettering on the dog tags. And if you think about it with that mindset, now I'm starting to sell a brand. I'm showcasing that logo. I'm showcasing those details. My point is, use your model as a mannequin to showcase the products or services you're trying to sell, not solely as the subject matter in the image. Anyone who's going to hire you wants to see some diversity in your portfolio. So be sure to include a variety of different images in your portfolio, from shots of small details like patchwork to lifestyle imagery that reflects the tone of the brand that you're trying to sell. Secondly, and this should go without saying, but I recommend spending some extra time looking around your image and editing out any unwanted blemishes that don't match the story and the tone that you're trying to convey. For instance, if you're photographing clothing, be sure to edit out any loose threading that you see in the stitching or scratches in certain pieces of leather. If you're shooting beauty, like this specific image, be sure that your makeup isn't blotchy. Let's say you're trying to sell lipstick. Does the lipstick look muddy and undesirable, or does it look vivid and alluring? If retouching just isn't your cup of tea, that's fine. I absolutely recommend finding a retoucher that suits your line of work. Outsourcing to someone whose eyes are trained to see those small details can be your greatest asset if your retouching skills aren't up to par. And lastly, use composition to draw attention to what you're trying to sell. For instance, the rule of thirds isn't limited to subject matter. It's also a great technique to use to draw attention to the products you're showcasing in your images. For instance, let's look at some of the images that I've taken for this specific video so you can see exactly how I've used the rule of thirds as a means to show the product we're trying to sell. And those are 3 easy portfolio building tips for you guys just starting off your commercial photography portfolio. Now, I know a lot of you are just starting off building your commercial photography portfolio. The last thing that I want to go ahead and give you guys as a piece of advice for just starting off is to look at the brands that you're trying to photograph and look at the way that they're marketing themselves already. What's the tone that they're trying to photograph? What type of models are they using? What type of makeup artists are they using? What level of retouching do they have? When you can start replicating their specific artistic techniques that they're shooting already and ingraining yourself into their vision, they're more likely to hire you for different projects once you start cold calling, once you start making connections, once you start networking. And those are just small tips to get yourself underway to a successful career as a commercial photographer. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate to find me on social media and ask me as many questions or any questions that you guys want. Thank you guys for watching this month's video on Shutter Magazine. Check out all the rest of the content they've produced. They've done an amazing job at helping you guys help yourselves and build a career as a photographer in today's market. There's nothing more valuable than that. Thank you guys for watching, and you guys have an amazing day.